Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome back to Breakout Studios live online videos. I'm Taylor. We're going to be doing some ballet basics this morning. I hope everyone had a good Labor Day weekend, a long weekend. I needed it. All right, I'll get some music playing, give people time to get settled in, and we'll get going probably in about like 3 minutes or so. All right. So we'll start out facing our bar. We'll do our tried and true warm up. So I'll go over it quickly again. So we're going to start in parallel like usual. Weight over the balls of our feet, really working on pulling up through our lower abdominals right away, sending our tailbone heavy down to the floor, opening up the chest while closing those ribs in opposition. We're going to start with our right foot, and we're going to have demi and point and demi, back down, 2 pushes and parallel and push, other side, and demi, stretching out metatarsals, demi and down, and push the toes, and push and down. Then we have our rollers, plie, heels up, try to leave them where they are as you straighten and down, reverse and over, plie and stretch, again, rolling through, and down, reverse, over, plie, and we turn out to first position. Breathe the same thing, demi, and point, and demi, and down. Push to floor away, not using the thigh at all. Other side, demi, and point, and demi, and down, and push, and lower, and push, and lower. And then our roll through, same pattern, da, da, da. Reverse, over, careful to not sickle here, and roll through again. Bring that arch right over the second metatarsal, not the pinky toe. And reverse, da, plie, and stretch. And then we take our parallel position, we put it all the way down, coming up with a nice long flat back, and lift up to put a broad back, coming up, twisting out the spine, and then other side, all the way down, leading with the chest, and then coming up long through the nape of the neck, flat back, and put a broad back, coming up, twisting out the spine, and then back to parallel. And then let's just take a little quad stretch each side. Let's hold this for maybe 2 8 counts, really get that quad stretch in there. And then other side, we'll do that as well. And then we'll finish there. Yeah, so really working on rolling through the feet nicely, keeping the ankles nice and straight, not sickling or going too far over that big toe. All right, here we go. Parallel. We have demi and point, demi and down, and push the floor away 2 times. Other side, demi, point, demi, and down, and push, push. Now our roll throughs, plie, heels peel up, straighten the knees and lower, press up, over, plie, heels down and stretch. Again, rolling through, keeping those heels glued tight together, reverse the roll through, turning out to first, we repeat, demi and point, demi, down, push the floor away, back to the legs engaged and rotating, other side, and push, and our rollers, plie, heel up, reverse. Careful not to sickle here. Our ankle's going right over that second metatarsal. Reverse last time, and then we'll take our parallel stretch all the way forward. And coming up long, flat back. Lifting up out of the hips, and then port a brine all the way back. Coming up and twisting out the spine. And take it to the other side, all the way down. Long to the neck, flat back up. And up and out of the hips, port a bra back. And twisting out the spine. And let's take a quad stretch. Gluing the knees close together, pulling up through the lower abdominals. And we'll switch to the other side. Try and keep the knees as close together as possible, pulling up on the spring side. 1 more count. And release it, lower it, shake it out, stretch whatever else you need. All right, let's take it to some plies. So I think we did this last week. We'll kind of go right around right and left side. So let's start in a second position today. Yeah, so we can kind of open up the hips right away. So in second position, we'll have 2 demis, demi, and stretch, and demi, and stretch. Follow the hand, we'll grand plie, 6, keeping the hips right underneath our shoulders, 7 and 8. Let's port a bras towards the bar and up. We'll elevate and lower and tendu 2 first. 2 demis and demi. Following the handle, grand plie, keeping those hips right underneath our shoulders, 7 and 8. We'll port a bras forward, rolling up, elevate and lower and tendu, and 4th, we'll take demi and stretch and demi and stretch. 2 more demis, reversing the port de bras, demi, stretch, demi, stretch. We'll port de bras away from the bar. Careful that our upper body is not too far back. We want it nice and forward. Elevate and lower, tendu. 5th, 2 demis, demi. We'll grand plie again, keeping those hips right underneath our shoulders. 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll port de bras back. 2, 3, 4. And then our elevate will be our soutenu around, coming into a 2nd position. Yeah. So 2 demis, demi, grand plie, 6, 7, 8. Port de bras towards the bar, coming up. Elevate, lower, tendu to 1st. 2 demis, grand plie, port de bras forward, up, elevate, lower, tendu to 4th. 2 demis, 2 more demis, reversing the port de bras away, elevate, tendu to 5th. 2 demis and a grand plie. We'll port de bras back and up. Our elevate acts as our soutenu around, and then we'll just finish there. Yeah, when we're doing grand plies, I like to kind of think of it as a demi, grand, demi, and stretch. It's especially true for 1st and 5th when our heels are going to come off the floor. So really making sure we do our 2 demis, and then I like to think of it as demi and grand and demi and back up. So our grand plie is kind of seeing how far we can go down without lifting our heels, and then how soon we can place those heels back down the floor without sending our hips back. All right, here we go, both sides together. We'll do Game of Thrones today. Starting in a 2nd position. And 2 demis. And now our grand plie, we have demi and grand, demi and stretch. Port de bras side. We rise up, lower, tendu to 1st. And demi. Again. Now our grand, we have demi and all the way down, and demi and stretch. Port de bras forward. Rise up, lower, tendu to 4th. 4 demis. Equal weight on both feet. Arm comes up and over. Port de bras away. And rise up, lower, tendu to 5th. We have our grand, we have demi all the way down, demi and stretch. Port de bras back. Getting ready to soutenu around. Here we go, other side landing in a 2nd position. And demi. Grand plie, hips right underneath our shoulders. Port de bras towards the bar. Rise up, lower, take it to 1st. Grand There we go. So we'll keep the arm second the whole time, and we'll have tendu front. We flex, rotate in, rotate out, point, and close. One more, close first. Same thing, side, side, and flex, rotate in, rotate out, and point, and first, tendu, and close. Same thing on quad, so to the back, and flex without moving the hips, rotate in, rotate out, and point. In, one more tendu. Last time side. Oh, I lied, we do it front, side, back, and then we finish to the side with 4 just regular tendus, really massaging the floor. 1, and in, and 2, and in. Following that line up so that toe's right in line with the toe on your supporting foot. In, and 4, and in. And then we take it parallel, and we fold forward, and just take here whatever you need. You can rock the head, rock the hips around, pedal out the feet, do a little bit of a ragdoll. On your own time, you just make sure to soften the knees. We'll roll up one vertebrae at a time. We'll turn back out, and we'll plie up to first, up to releve, and then we'll balance there in our first position. Yeah, so front, side, back. We have our point, flex without moving the hips, rotate in, heel shines forward, point, in, one more tendu. Same thing side, same thing back, and then we finish with 4 tendus, out and in, 3 and 4. And then fold forward, stretch it out, come back up, turn out, plie, releve, and we'll finish. So with this one, really feeling that rotation of the hips with all this turn in, turn out. And then that last 4 to the side is really to help us figure out that exact point that we're going to go to each time. So that when we start doing faster tendus from 5th and dégagés, we know exactly that point we're going to hit with our foot to the side each time. All right, here we go. And we have a tendu, flex, rotate in, rotate out, point, close, one more, and in, to the side, flex, rotate, rotate out, reach, and in, one more, to the back, back, and flex without moving the hips. One more tendu back, and now we're 4 to the side. Hitting that exact point to the side each time. And turning all the way forward. Do what you need to here. Take one more in count. And start rolling up. Turn the heels back out. Plie, releve. Heels rotating up and forward. Send that tailbone down long to the ground, pulling up the lower abdominals. And lift, release, plie, and we'll finish there. Good. All right, let's take it around to the other side. Here we go. Arm in second. We have tendu, flex, rotate, rotate out, reach, and in, and out, and into the side. Without moving the hips at all, rotating in that hip socket. To the back. a challenge for us. So if you want to kind of work on leg and arm coordination, feel free to add that in with us. If it ever gets too much, feel free to just leave that arm to the side if you would rather just focus on the technique of the legs. But if you want this added arm coordination here, then here we go. So we'll have 2 Fondues to the front. 1 and in, and 1 and in. 1 through first, extend to the back, and 5th. Same thing for the back. 2 Fondues, out and in. We have 1 through first, to the front, and 5th. And then the arm opens to the side. We have 4 Fondues to the side, hitting that exact point we just worked on. 4. We have plie, coupe. You can test your balance here if you want to. 5, change, 6, plie, and then we start from the back. Yeah. So 2 Fondues closing 5th, and then we have reach 1 through first, brush through, and 5th. 2 Fondues, 1, hitting a first, brushing back, and 5th. And 4 Fondues to the side, and 3, and 4. We have plie, coupe back, 5, 6, plie front, and finish. And then let's take a plie, slide that working leg to the supporting leg, sous-sus, and we'll balance in a sous-sus with our arms in first position. Yeah. So when we brush through first is the same time that the arm comes to a first position, and then we extend the arm to the next front or back, the next direction that we're going towards. Yeah. And then for this coupe, so we did our forward to the side, this coupe change, we want to plie, peel that foot up, hit a position, and then lift and heel connects to the back, and we plie and finish, and then reverse that when we go from the back. All right, here we go. What song do I use? All right, and arm up. We have out, fifth, out, fifth, out through first to the back, back. 1 back through first to the front. 4 side, hit that exact point each time. Into the plie, and we'll finish there. Good. All right, let's take it around to the other side. Here we go. We have out, in, out, fifth, out through first, reach back. Arm right in line with the nose for this arabesque. Out through first, reach front. 4 side, hitting that exact point to the side each time. hold that balance. No droopy elbows. Make sure the elbows are lifted so the arms are initiated from the back. And lift 1 inch taller, plie. And finish. Good. All right, let's take a little dégagé from 5th now. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah. So we're gonna work on some accents here. And let's keep the theme of the arm. And again, if you don't want to add the arm, want to focus on the technique of the legs, feel free to keep it there. Otherwise, we can add that arm there. Let me remember what I did. Yeah, that's right. We're just going to do this en croix. So we'll have the arm up as we go to the front. We'll have 2 accent out. 1 and 5th, and 2 and 5th, and 3 and in, and in, and in. Same thing en croix. 1, in, out, in, out, in, 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 out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. I lied. We're going to do it twice through en croix. The first time, let's all keep the arm to the side. The second time we go around, you can add in front, side, back, side, port de bras. From first, we found that position to the side, and then we did our tendues from 5th. It was a little bit more challenging, but we found that position exactly to the side. And now as we start doing dégagés, we hit that same point, but just a little bit higher off in the air. Yeah? So, one more time with the accent. We have front and in, and out, and in, and sharp, and 5th, and 5th, and 5th. Out, and in, out, and in. Hit that point, and 5th, and 5th, and 5th. Back, same thing to the side. Second time through is when we add that arm I just did. And then after we finish that, we'll just finish there. We won't do a balance on that one. All right, here we go. Some nice, sharp, strong accents on musicality. And arm to the side. We have out, in, out, in, out, in, to the side, out. Being really careful as we do this longer combination that we don't start sitting back into the hips, that we're really pulling up, sitting that tailbone down along to the floor, adding a lot of length here, lifting up so that we're able to easily slice into 5th easily. When we stick out our hips, then our legs get shorter, and then it's hard to kind of get into that 5th without slamming your foot in. But once we lift up, we add a little length in our legs, and then we're able to easily slice through, and it's easier to move quicker as well. More quickly, I don't know. All right, other side, here we go. Arm side. We have out, lift, out, lift, out, 5th, 5th, side, 5th, out, 5th. In that position, lift, 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 to the back, pull out. And side. side. And finish, good. All right, let's take it facing the bar. We'll do some dégagés from first. We'll do our usual tried and true 8, 4, 4, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. We'll do it twice through, give ourselves the option to take our arms off the bar the second time. And then we'll go through with my usual ground, placing those hips out, pressing up straight, elevate, and then we'll do coupe to the back. We'll balance. Let's balance with the arms in second, making sure that we're not getting back here, closing those ribs, elbows lifted up and forward without lifting the shoulders up. Balance here. On your own timing, we'll switch to the other side. Balance, and then finish. Yeah. So 8 dégagés. 8 dégagés to the right. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 dégagés. 4, 4, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Twice through. Second time we can take our arms off the bar. Again, we have so many dégagés to the side right now. So making sure that we're following the line of that supporting toe. Exactly that same, on that same plane, and now we just lift it up for that dégagé. So we're hitting it exactly the same time, not going directly side so that we lift up the hip. All right, here we go. 8, 8, 4, 4, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Oh yeah, let me just make sure this is what I want. Now let's go. All right, here we go. And we have fit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Other side. And 4. And 4. And 2. 2. 1. 1. Again. Option, take the arms off to balance. Hitting that point each time. Toe a little bit in front of us. 2. Holding up. And broadly release it out. Coming up. Okay. And take it to a coupe back on your right leg. Arms in second. Just the heel connected to the back ankle, not the toes. And switch over to the left leg. Take that balance, arms in second, elbows lifted without raising the shoulders. And plie. And we'll finish. Good. All right, we'll do some rondons. So, let's do, I'm going to demonstrate on this side here, even things out. Let's start in 5th position. We'll have a slow rondon and plie. So front, carry side, carry back, come to straight. Straight legs, side and back and first. And then rondon around and 2, around and 3, around and 4, 5. And then we start from the plie back, making sure our knees are right over our toes, not twisting forward. Back, dropping that hip as we carry it to the front side. Front and stretch. And straight legs, front and first. 4 rondons and 2 and 3 and 4. Close 5th. And then we're going to quarter rock forward. So a little different today. Quarter rock forward and 2. Coming up 3 and 4. Off the floor, front and side and back and 5th. Port de bras back and 2 and 3 and 4. Off the floor, back and side and front and 5th. And then let's go side and away. And then we'll balance in Posse. Since this is our first Posse that we've done, feel free to take this one on flat. Unless you feel ready to go up to Blvd, that's fine too. But since it's our first one, feel free to kind of balance here on flat. And then we'll finish there. Yeah? So, in front, opening the hips side, opening the hips back, and stretch. Slow with a straight leg the second time. 4 normal rond de jambes. 3, 4, close fifth. And then we reverse all that from the back, close fifth. And then we port it bras forward, 2, 3, and 4, front and side, and back, and fifth. Back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Port it bras side, port it bras away, and take it up to Posse without lifting the hip. Just the toe slides up, and then we'll balance there in a Posse on flat or on Blvd if you feel adventurous. All right, here we go. So lots of rond de jambes, and really like we did at the beginning of bar, we rotated in and out. A lot of rotation happening in the hip socket without lifting the hip up with all these rond de jambes. Here we go. And so fifth position, slow rond de jambe and a plie. Plie front, side, lift to straight, and front with straight legs. 1 more, close fifth from the back, knees over toes, plie, and first, straight legs. Side, lift a little bit in front of us. Arm on a back, side, front, first, back. 1 more, and we'll close fifth. Port it bras forward. Rond de jambe on layer, front, side, rotate back, fifth, port it bras back. Rond de jambe on layer, back, side, front, fifth, side and away. And take it up to a Posse without lifting the hip. Pulling up on that supporting side, not leaning. Lift as you lower to fifth, and plie and finish. Good. All right, let's take it to the other side, pretending that we have dreams out of our toes through all of these rond de jambes with keeping the hip nice and still and stoic the whole time. Slow rond de jambe and a plie, front, side, knees over toes, and straight, front. Lift each time you go through first, and back, around front, around back. plie, fast down, and lift as you lower to fifth, and plie, and we'll finish there. Good. All right, let's move on to some fondues. For any of these balances, I'm always saying lift to lower. For any balances, make sure that we're always adding a little extra lift, whatever position we are in, before we finish. Because if we want to take that into a turn later on in center, we need that little extra lift so that we can land with control and not just, stick the landing with not like gymnastic style. So practice that here at the bar. Whatever position you're balancing in, feel kind of a little extra lift like you're just finishing that turn, and then release it gently into a plie so that we're not like, oh my God, it's over. Yeah. All right, let's take a little fondue. Now more posses in there. Where's my fondue music? Oh, that's right, a little Aladdin here. Okay, so we'll have, that's right. Let's keep the arms to the side. We'll have fondue, passe, fondue, to the front. Same thing side and back. Fondue, drawing a line up the leg, fondue, and side. Again, a little bit right in front of us. Fondue, up the back of the leg, fondue, to the back, and we balance, fondue, and fit. And then reverse all that from the back. Let me face you so you can see drawing a line leg. So from the back, we have fondue, toe connect to the knee, fondue, and back. Fondue, toe comes up, connects to the back of the knee, fondue, and side. Fondue, toe comes up, connects to the front of the knee, fondue, to the front, and we balance, tendu, and fit. Now let's take that balance on releve. So we'll have plie, whoosh, passe balance, lift as you lower, better than that, plie, and then we'll finish. So for all these fondue up to passe, making sure that we're not lifting the hip each time. We should just kind of be like those marionette dolls where you just pull the string and their legs just come up, yeah. So fondue, toe comes up, relax that working hip. Fondue, heel presents forward each time, yeah. All right, here we go. Fondue, passe, fondue, out, front, side, back. Balance, closed fifth. Same thing around. Test your balance there on flat, closed fifth. Whoosh, we'll balance there on passe releve. All right, here we go. Some Aladdin for you. Really relaxing that working hip. Fondue, passe, fondue, front. Fondue, drawing a line up the shin to the side. Back with the knee. Back. And test your balance there on flat. Tendu lower, close fit. Reverse from the back. To the back. Fondue, drawing a line up the calf. And side. Little test your balance. Tendu lower. We'll plie up to releve passe. Again, drawing a line up the leg. Squeezing that supporting side, squeezing the supporting glutes. Relaxing that working hip. And lift as you lower. Okay. And finish. Good. Stretch out that side. That was a lot. On one side. Let's even it out. Go around to the left. Here we go. Little marionette doll, we fondue. Bring it up to passe. fondue out to the front. Fondue, drawing that line up. Test your balance, make sure the arms are a little bit in front of us. And fondue, fifth. From the back, squeezing the glutes. Knee extends. Little balance there on flat. Lower, close to fifth. Plie and the Posse Ballet. Again, squeezing the glutes back there. Not leaning towards the bar. Lift as you lower to Susu. And release plie. And we'll finish. All right, shift out the other side. All right, good. Let's do a little if any of you absolutely love Adagio, I apologize. Skip it today. I feel like that was kind of a lot on the legs. So we're gonna skip it today. We're gonna move right on to frappes. Where's my music for frappes? Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. So kind of working on some double frappes. We'll do it nice and slowly, but we're gonna work on doubles and kind of the direction or the changing of our heel on that ankle to work on those doubles for frappes. If you've done doubles and frappes before, great, this will be a little review for you. If not, we'll kind of work on that here together. So we'll have tendu 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 frappes, 1 and 2. Front, back, frappe, side. 2 to the side, and 2, and front, back, frappe, back. Same thing back, and 2, and back, front, frappe. Test your balance there to the side. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll go around from the back. So 1, and 2, and back and front and strike. And 2, always changing directions with that heel on the front of the back. And back and front and strike. 2, frappes, double next direction, and balance, tendu, and we'll finish there. And then we'll go around to the other side. So whenever we're doing frappes to the side, we're always changing. We start to the front, from the back, and then from the front. Yeah, so we're always changing where our heel is in relation to the front or the back of our ankle. And then for these doubles, we want to start in that direction we were just in, front and switch, and then we strike to the next direction. So front and front, back, strike, next direction. Changing, front so that we can go to the back. 1 and 2, double to the side, balance. And then we'll start all that from the back, and then we won't balance. All right, here we go. And we have front, back, strike, side, front, back, front, strike, side. Test your balance. Make sure that toes is a little bit in front of us. Coupe back, from the back, strike, back, front, strike, side, strike, 2, really making sure that we're striking with the ball of the foot on the floor. Yeah, we're not just striking the air or striking the whole foot, but that ball of the foot, the metatarsals, are what's striking the floor. Here we go. And front, back, strike, side, and front, back, front, strike, little balance, flex, coming to the back, strike with the ball of the foot, back, front, strike, side, back, front, strike, front, back, strike, side, little balance, Fondu, and we'll finish. Nice. All right. Moving on to some grand battements. Let's add a little developing in this grand battement since we skipped adagio. So we'll have let's do developé, coupe, passe, developé, and fit, and two grand battements and fit. Same thing en croix and back, and two grand battements, close back. Developé, up, extend, and fit, and two grand battements. I line, out, sous, soutenu, plie. We'll go right around to the left. Coupe, passe, extend, and fit. Two grand battements. Same thing side, passe, developé, fit. Two grand battements. Same thing back, passe, developé, fit. Two grand battements. Tendu, up to sous, détourné around, plie, finish. And that'll be our last thing at the bar. So we got a little adagio developé in there. All right, here we go. And we have coupe, passe to the front, and brush to the side. Brush to the back. Coupe, passe, extend. Two. Tendu, slide out. Sous, détourné, plie. And to the left. Coupe, passe, extend. Brush. Developé side. Brush. Slide out and up. Around. Plie and finish. Good. All right. Let's move our bar away. We'll come center. I'll play some music here, so take a minute. All right. Yeah, let's take a minute, get what you need, and then we'll come back in like a minute and a half or so. some of the more challenging stuff. We've been adding arms to certain combinations. We kind of worked on some of the doubles to the side, which is kind of more of a intermediate level thing. So we're going to continue a little bit with that challenge today, adding some arms to some of the steps that we do. If it ever gets too much, feel free to just keep the arms to the side, put them on your hips, just kind of do what you need to, but always just kind of keep that presentation of the upper body, whatever you decide to do. So we're going to start in 5th position. Let's see, which way do we go first? Yeah, let's start in 5th position with leg front. And we'll start on Fosse. We'll start directly facing front. Let me remember. Yeah. So we have a little preparation, 6, 7, and 8. We take the arms to 3rd. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Same arms, balance 8 and 6 and 7 and 8. And then that back leg comes through for a tombe, pas de bourrée, and 5th plie. The arms come down. We chasse out to arabesque arms and close 5th. And then we repeat the same thing from the left. 1 and an open and 2 and an open and balance, say same arms, 7 and 8. Tombe, pas de bourrée, plie, chasse, and 5th. And the arms come side. So we kind of go to quasi. So maybe we should start in quasi. Yeah, let's start in quasi. So one more time. So we're starting now on our quasi. We have our belly button and our arch of our foot facing kind of our corner, our front corner of that box. 7 and 8. 1 and open. 2 and open. Now add that. Now it's kind of face on Fosse. And 7 and 8. Now we tombe, back, side, 5th, chasse, and open to 2nd. Again, 1 and an open and 2. Open, front leg brushes out and we balance, and down, up, down, tombe, back, side, 5th, chasse, and open side, or open 2nd, yeah? Let's mark it with the music. So the first, we just start out using these arms in 3rd, and now we do the same arm and upper body, just adding a balance. So the arms just keep moving how they were, and now we have our tombe pas de bourrée. Arms stay in 2nd. When we come to 5th, the arms float down, and then as we chasse, they come through a 1st position and extend, reaching long. I forget which arabesque position this is, like 3rd or 4th or something. Reaching long to one of the arabesques. And then we close, as we close, the arms open up to 2nd. Now we're ready to start to the other side. And we always balance it, brushing out our front leg, wherever that front leg may. We'll have at it. Here we go, starting in a quasi, crossed position. Here we are for real. Let's do this, since it's kind of short, so let's kind of do it right and left. And feel free to kind of resituate your traveling as needed. If you see me kind of fidgeting to the back, that's just me trying to stay in the frame, so don't mind me. Here we go. So say. I kind of like to think like if there's like a pond in front of me and I'm trying to kind of wave the water away, and we're looking over our elbow to kind of see as we're kind of brushing the water away. So it's very painty movements with our arms, and we're always kind of looking over that elbow to see what's down there in the water as we brush the water away. So it's very flowy. All right, let's just stretch it out to finish off with. Let's just start in a big wide second position, and then later on we'll transition to hold on the wall to kind of do a little figure 4 stretch or a chair. So just make sure you're near something to hold on to for that. Here we go. Wide, wide second position. We'll grand plie it out. And grand plie. Let's do one more reverse. And reach side. And up. Reach other side. Up and over. And up. Turning parallel. Swan dive down. Shake it out here. Rock the hips back and forth. Shake the head, yes, no. And now, anchor those heels down. Let's just walk the hands out to downward dog position. Walk the feet a little closer if you want. And you can pedal out the feet. And walk the feet into meet the hands. Soft the knees. We'll roll up one vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulders back. And now back to something. And take that ankle. We'll reach back, kind of like you're sitting in a chair. Just go stretch right. One more 8 count here, then we'll switch. And come up, and let's switch to the other side. So ankle to opposite knee. Send the hips back. Send your butt to the chair. And come up to the first position. And feel the weight anchored into the second, third metatarsals on your toes. Kneecaps pulled up and lifted. Same thing, lower abdominals are pulled up as our tailbone is heavy, sitting down to the floor. Our ribs are interlaced closed as our shoulders position. Relax the neck. Feel that strain from the nape of the neck reaching up to the ceiling. Relax the jaw and the earlobes are pretty heavy. And release it, shake it out. We made it. All right. Good way to start off the week. Long, extended weekend. Let me get rid of this. All right, thanks for joining me, everyone. Have a good rest of your week, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye. Yes, Polar, it's time to go outside. Yeah.